Hello and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. We are getting back to this game after a very long break. Actually, after a very long break in my video production in general. I, as you might know, got a job and it kind of restricted my time which I can commit to making videos for you guys. But now I am back with new and better technology than ever, and with new Kerbal Space Program, which is now completely released and is no longer early access. And this is great. Not only we have new features, but the game is now complete. Doesn't mean it will not be developed further, but for now. So, what do we have? We have contracts, which were added a very long time ago. We have reputation and money, and we also have female Kerbals, along with things like aerodynamics and new parts and other things, but who cares about that, right? I mean, right? Alright, so I think for the first season of the new version, we're going to try a normal career mode, and we're just going to try to finish the tech tree, because as far as I understand, it changed quite a little bit. So let's call it science... No, not twice. Science cubed. Let's take a flag, and let's see what we can do. So we are greeted by one of our Kermans, Gene Kerman, and that looks different. I think it has something to do with the upgrades or something. Yes, now we can upgrade things. Alright, there is a mission control. Let's see. So we take a contract to launch a vessel and to gather scientific data from Kerbin. So we need to recover or transmit any science experiment data from Kerbin to achieve this goal. And we get money, and we get reputation and some science, or we will have to pay money if we fail. But I think that thing we can do. So let's see if we can build something. Last time I was here, I was able to do things like go to the moon on the first mission. I'm not sure it will be possible now. Let's see. The capsule? What? Fuel tanks? No fuel tanks? A very tiny solid fuel rocket booster. Girder? That. No aerodynamic, one parachute. And yes, we have trusty Kerbal engineer, which we are going to put on. And we also have goo containment units, which is actually nice, because that gives us science. So, as we have nothing else, let's put this SRB. How do we call it? If the booster is called Flea, then the rocket is going to be called the Flea. So, let's save it and go to the launch pad. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That wasn't supposed to happen. Staging. Revert to the launch. And let's also gather some science, because we are here. So let's do the crew report. And let's observe the goo. The goo doesn't seem to be doing much right now. Well, it surely will do things in future. EVA report. And let's also do this old trick. Take data, store data. Now we will be able to take more signs. So let's fix the staging. And 3, 2, 1. And we achieved some speed records. No altitude records so far. And let's move our engineer right here. Our apoapsis is approximately 6,000 meters, not that high, but that's okay. We don't really need anything more right now. So let's time accelerate until we fall back to the ground. And 1 kilometer and parachute. Let's time accelerate a little bit more until we're safely landed. Oh no, almost forgot. More mystery goo, more science. And we can do another crew report. And we can do another EVA report. And let's board. Oh. And recover. And that will give us some 23.6 signs, grand total of 34 signs, including our contracts, some funds for recovery, and 1 experience point for Jebediah. I don't remember that being in original game. Original game being version 1.1? No, 0.25, if I remember correctly. The last game I played. So let's see, we have new science, and we can unlock this basic rocketry, which gives us our old trusty hammer soil fuel booster, the fuel tank, and the liquid fuel engine. Yes, please. And Engineering 101, which gives us another cockpit, a Science Junior experiment, a Communitron 16, and a decoupler. Yes, we do need things as these. We also have 24.6 signs left, so let's see what can we get. We can get another engine, another SRB, and fuel tank, or we can get these avionics parts with radial decoupler, or we can get the heat shield and parachute and service bay. I think we're going to go for the liquid fuel engine. So let's see what else can we do. Escape the atmosphere and orbit Kerbin. So, oh wait, we have new records to set. Distance record, altitude record, speed record, and also our contracts for escaping atmosphere and orbiting Kerbin. Maybe we can do one of those right now. So let's take this away. And let's put something instead of it. The decoupler, a fuel tank, an engine, and we are going to go for the T45 because it has gimbaling, which we will definitely need. A stack decoupler below, more fuel tanks, and another engine. How does that look? 2.6 kilometers of delta V? Well, sounds alright. Let's call this Flea version 2.0. Let's save and launch. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. No thrust away. And now we're off. Let's turn on the SAS. We don't want this thing to spin around and crash into the surface. No, that won't be nice. Everything is going according to plans so far. Let's increase thrust a little bit and let's try to turn a little bit. Slowly. This is going better than I expected. Much better, to be perfectly honest with you. And we are breaking the sound barrier, which is nice. That means that we are going pretty damn fast. Or perhaps this is at 30,000, almost 40. And first stage burned out. 60, 70. And we are outside of the atmosphere. Let's do the crew report. Yes, please. And let's observe the goo. Because we can. Now we can time accelerate just a tiny bit until we leave the atmosphere. And as some of you might have already noticed, we are not really falling that fast. Our speed is not falling down as fast as it was before, and that's because of the new aerodynamics. It is far more like FAR right now than the original soup version. And we are in space. So let's observe the goo. And EVA? Oh, can I disembark while the carbon surface? Astronaut complex upgrade required. Really? That makes things a little bit more interesting. So we can do crew report from the space, and we can do EVA. That will limit our options somewhat, but no matter. And now we are falling, so let's time accelerate again. We are now in the atmosphere. Let's orient somewhat along our vector of velocity so that we don't do terrible things like die. And we have some more fuel. Shall we use it? Yes, we probably will use it at some point to slow us down just a little bit. Just to make sure that we are not falling way too fast, because this parachute might be a little bit too flimsy for our purposes. So let's time accelerate again to get into the lower atmosphere. Pretty damn fast, so let's try to decelerate. And we are fine. We are out of fuel, so let's drop this. We're at 4,000 meters. Our velocity is at 280 meters per second, which is not that bad. 2,000, 1,000, 500, parachute. And we are safe. Acceleration again. Until we can splash down. 100, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 2, 1, splashdown. Let's try. Okay, we can EVA here. Oh no. Jebediah? What did you do? Apparently he thinks that he is on some kind of surface. I'm not sure how exactly that works, but it must make some kind of sense, at least in Kerbal universe. Yes. Walking underwater. Only Jebediah can do that. And we probably won't be able to get into the spacecraft, so let's recover Jeb. And sorry. And now we can go to the tracking station and recover the capsule. Boom. More science, more better, as someone always used to say. I don't remember who it was. So let's see. We now have 44 science, and that can allow us to unlock all this and nothing more, because everything else requires 44, 45 or more science. So let's take this and let's take this. And I think that would be a perfect moment to say goodbye for this first episode of this brand new season of Kerbal Space Program. I will try to make the episode at least once every couple days. I can't really guarantee it right now, but I hope that I will be able to keep this commitment. But for now, I wish you all farewell, and I'll see you next time. Bye!